we go. Pit 100. Let's see how this goes. Now, if you're looking at this on the guide and you're wondering why the heck are the skills a little bit different, I think that 4 pit vortex is just a little bit nicer when you're pushing really far than soar, because it allows you to group enemies up. And that is, you know, providing quite a bit of clear here for sure. These enemies are all spreading out like crazy. Okay, damage is good though. We made some other small changes, which we'll go over at the end of the build here. It's definitely still like a work in progress a lot of the time. There's a lot of stuff that we're trying to figure out what's the best of all of this stuff. I think there's a couple of different ways that you could go about doing the build. As you can see, all of our damage numbers are orange. I did turn off all the non-orange damage numbers, so yeah, we are hitting basically non-stop crit overpowers right now, thanks to using an elixir. It gives us a little bit more max res, or max resources, not res. But yeah, I'm not necessarily a pro yet at pushing the pit. The pit is not something that historically I have enjoyed doing. Ooh. And so I've kind of avoided it most other seasons. But yeah, here's a 100. As you can see, feeling mostly pretty tanky. Damage is pretty good. Some of this stuff kind of does hurt a little bit. Things like damage over time on the ground is pretty spooky. Where are the elites? Just doing lots of damage. It's fun build. I'm blasting. I don't think that this is going to be all that hard relatively. We just did a 99, so yeah. Kind of wondering how far we're going to be able to take this. We're missing aspects still. We're missing other stuff. Aspects, masterworking is all pretty scuffed. And even our tempering is pretty bad. Some of our gear even still has like resistances on it when we don't need resistances anymore. So we still have a lot of upgrades to go, which is interesting. I think we can probably get up to like 120, maybe 130. I don't know if we'll be able to do like a 150, which I think is the cap right now. But yeah. I'm gonna keep killing here. Last wave shrine, because they don't overpower enough. Drag. Whoa! What got me there? Oh, the fire on the ground thing. Yeah, so that's like the one thing that you kind of can't dodge and seemingly does an insane amount of damage is the middle marker on this guy. Explosive. Can't be dodged, can't be blocked, does insane amount of damage, and making, if you have your damage numbers on, it can be kind of hard to see on the ground as well. So I definitely recommend watching out for that. As you can see, that's like the only thing that really threatened our life in a big way in here. Yeah. Drag all this stuff together. Yeah, this build also we managed to do all of the Dark Citadel yesterday on World Tier or Torment 4. I'm going to keep saying World Tier for like a while, aren't I? And it was pretty fun. I do think the second wing is maybe the hardest wing right now. The final boss has some insane damage. It's like all damage over time, which is kind of the Spiritborn's fatal flaw, if anything. But I think it's most classes' fatal flaws. So it's a little bit frustrating. I think that damage over time is a little bit overtuned at the moment. And when I say at the moment, I mean since launch. Just damage over time has just felt insane. Get a poison on you, there's poison on the ground, there's something, and all of a sudden you are just dead. Alright, almost done here. Check this room for an elite. No elites. Yeah, the Vortex is definitely a good pickup here. Normally I don't really need it. Like even on like pit 80s, I haven't really needed the Vortex, but this stuff just lives a lot longer. I thought I died there. Here we go. Boss time. We have 7 minutes on the clock. You can see the stagger bar fills up pretty quickly. I hit my dodge button. I don't know if we can block those hits. I know we can dodge the red attacks, but I don't know about blocking them. The thing I like about this build too is even though it has pretty darn good clear, it still has good boss damage. Time to move. Which kind of not used to on Stork. There you go. Hit 100 has been cleared. Surprised there's no achievement for that. But yeah, our glyphs right now are pretty up there. We're going to switch to Fulminate, which I'll update on the guide here, because right now conversions is bugged. And so if you're using Canny, this non-physical damage doesn't count towards towards that, which I think is probably a bug. You expect conversions here to like work for all the types, especially because it has, you know, non-physical damage here, and there's not really almost any sources of specific elemental damage anywhere in your kit, so that kind of sucks. So we put Fulminate here in the starter board to get 150 lightning damage, and that should cap this out as well, which is pretty nice. And then I moved the spirit glyph over here, and then on the tree, the only real big change is I think it just moves Soar into Vortex for now, just for, you know, pulling stuff together. And then on the gear, I'm using Pants of Interdiction, so we get block chance per resolve stack. We're chilling at about 8 resolve stacks. We have concussive strikes, and then the redirected force here on the ring. So we gain critical strike damage equal to basically our block chance. And I'm pretty sure that this bonus counts if we have over 100% chance to block, even though this doesn't say that you have 100% more. So people are saying that it does count over there. So we have quite a bit of block chance just from these pants alone. So, you know, up to like 135, potentially even going higher with armored hide, giving us another 100%. And so, especially when we block, we, double the bonus as well. So it's just kind of a ridiculous aspect for sure. And yeah, that's kind of the build. Probably doing a like finished build guide for this soon enough. But yeah, thank you much for checking out the video, and we'll see you next time.